I think people will just keep on joining in. Um, First of all, people, very fucking good job in the last few days. This community just showed what kind of possibilities are in community work with all the shilling, with all the retweeting, the liking, the commenting, with the Reddit rates. We did a really, really good job. We did create a lot of momentum for the people which might be new to the crypto space. Don't worry, it is normal for a chart after we had a like what 200% increase, 220% increase in the max. It is normal to consolidate a bit. It is normal that we have some people taking profits, but as we could see, we have a really, really strong community. We are holding a very high floor compared to before our shilling and everything. So a really, really good job there we have done. This shows once again the strength of like the dev team and the community working together. And I have to say, props to Dale, props to Harry. You have been very, very active, and Dale, you have been igniting this community. You did start all of this with simple steps sometimes are needed. Simple steps need to be made, and Dale really, really took this community off. And this shows once again um, how strong our community really is. Of course, it might be silent sometimes. Yeah, don't worry about this. Not everyone can be on here or on the Telegram every day, every single minute. We have a very, very active community for our holder base, and we are growing every day. We are growing holders. We did now set the goal to grow to 500 holders. We do really need the 500 holders. It's like a benchmark, and we should keep on working towards this. And also don't stick your heads down if we chill all the time, if we keep tweeting and retweeting and the buys aren't flowing in like they have been the days before. We did create a lot of buy pressure there. We did create a very, very big buy pressure as a community. It can't be like this every day. Yeah, don't worry about this. We have a consolidating chart right now. We did find our floor so far, and we are holding very, very good. And this also gives a lot of confidence towards new investors. Yeah, if they see, hey, this community is holding, there are just a few people selling for the profits, and also, if you will receive your BUSD rewards, use our DAPP, share your BUSD rewards. It doesn't matter if it's $9, it doesn't matter if it's $100 per reward contract sell. Just share them, show the people, hey, this is working. They are distributing US dollars to the holders. Just share it so we can spread the word. Every little community effort is a huge step towards the exposure. Yeah, we don't have, we shouldn't forget that. And this community definitely showed how strong it is in the last few days. Now imagine if we keep on growing, if we keep on growing the Reddit, if we keep on growing as a community itself. We are meeting new people. Um, we are meeting new people, and we are really taking this off. Yeah, we have a big chance here. It always reminds me of another very, very big token, which I've been in from the very beginning, and this shows the same. Ah, sorry, muted myself there. This shows the same way they have been going before. So keep on working for your investment. As you can see, it really pays off even if you don't have the time to do it constantly. Yeah, just one post a day on, for example, stock twits. It helps us with the exposure, and it helps with the marketing we are paying for. It fuels the marketing. It's like you have to imagine it's like something which is done hand in hand, as we say in Germany. So we are paying for the marketing. We are looking for the marketing opportunities, and then we also, of course, need a community to go onto this marketing things. Let's say, for example, when the fund decided to or better, the community fund. The community decided to invest on Evergrow Coin and EarnHub as the one of the first investments in the fund. If we tweet about it, feel free to retweet it, like it. We are linking them, of course, on the posts. Yeah, we are doing nothing harmful there for them. We are also helping them with this. And of course, maybe some of the communities of these other tokens we are investing in might get interested. Do it in a normal way. Yeah, don't join their Telegram chats and start spamming a chart when we are currently exploding. Keep it as a healthy relationship. Yeah. We want healthy relationships. We want chances to open for us in the future. For example, if we can spread the name out, we want to hold AMAs with like ICOs, pink sale ICOs, which are trying to start a project, and we as a community can then decide if we want to invest into this project. And do it in a soft way, do it in a healthy way for our project, and with this we can really take things to the next level. But as I said before, really props to the community, especially props to Harry and to Dale. You've been really working your asses off. It's just crazy what Dale started, and Harry took on the work also in the last few days. It shows definitely the strength of a healthy and good community. Um, I think you all know the drill because I see some new names in here. I also see some well-known names already. We are always giving a little presentation of BamkersDream itself for the people who don't know us already. Always feel free to ask any questions afterwards, and I will just go through it step by step for now. So, what like this? BamkersDream in a nutshell. So most of you know already um, we are fully focused on passive income generation. We are trying to create passive income for the holders in different ways. For once, we can already jump into the um, in the taxes in here. For once, we are having the BUSD reflection. It is 8%. This is what generates the contract cells that you see in the chart sometimes. Don't be afraid of it, that the contract sells. It just spreads out the money towards the community. We have marketing and fund combined in here in a 4% tax. We have a buyback and burn with 2%, and we have 1% automatically added to liquidity. For the reflection itself, you don't really have to do anything for it. You can just buy banks, you can hold them in your wallet, just be sure to add also BUSD to your wallet. Once the contract sells, it always sells on a certain threshold of around 6 trillion tokens. Once it has collected the 6 trillion tokens, it will sell them and then start distributing the BUSD rewards towards every holder in like with one transaction about 4 to 8 holders. So it might also take some time for you to receive your BUSD reflections. If you really need your reflections right after the contract sell, you can just connect your wallet in our DAPP on the website, and you can manually claim your reflections there. Just be sure you have to pay the gas for the transaction yourself then. I would always advise the people to just wait for the distribution itself. Um, so this for the taxes. It's very simple. It's nothing new. The new part added is our fund taxes. I will go into the fund later because this is what makes us really unique. As our features, as you know, as I already said, we want to generate passive income. It's like our set goal. We want a really good way of generating passive income. Now, if we take a look at reward tokens, which pay out rewards, it doesn't matter now if they pay them out in BUSD or if they pay them in BNB or whatever. You will always face one problem, and this is with low volume days. Yeah, low volume might be due to the market being down to a red market, so people aren't really sure. They are fearful, and they won't invest and they won't sell either. So we have a very consolidating chart, and with low volume, of course, not a lot of BUSD are generated. Now, HAME, we did think about this initially because we really like the idea of passive income through crypto tokens. It opens a lot of possibilities, and we did think, how could we change it? Yeah, how could we add a utility which is makes it possible for the holders to always receive passive income, yeah, to always receive passive income, even if, like, theoretically spoken, even if the volume is at zero, yeah, if there's zero volume and no taxes collected, how can we make sure to still distribute passive income to the holders? And this is where our whale fund comes into play. And this is our main utility. This is our main selling point. People really need to learn about our fund. Yeah, it's not self-explaining. There are a lot of tokens building up a lot of different funds. I will go into detail that for this soon, but it is something we as a community need to educate other people. Yeah, so it is always advised for you to just attend the AMAs, take the knowledge with you, and if you are talking with anyone about our token, you're always sure to know what is our main selling point. This makes us unique. Yeah, this is very important. Like this bubble, we will remove it. It is a bit useless right now. The fund, as I said, is the main utility, our community fund, and it will be used as a passive income generator. I will just hop right into the next bubble, because this is all about the Bankers Whale itself. We have a very fitting quote there. If you swim with sharks, make sure you have the appetite of a whale. As you know, the crypto space itself can be a very, I would say, violent space. We did already experience some foot going on. We did experience like people getting very fast, very concerned in certain stages of projects, and yeah, this is the main selling point. We want to also take advantage of people, or better of, yeah, tough market situations with the fund itself. I will go into the strategy right now to explain it to you better. Um, just a quick overview. We are having the marketing wallet. This marketing wallet is, as we saw before, collecting 4% tax. 1.5% of the tax is used for fund investments. And these fund investments, they are always long-term investments. So we are not actively trading the fund. We are not looking for, of course, it's nice to have it, yeah, but we are not looking for a 20x, a 30x, and then we will sell off the tokens and, yeah, give the project itself a hard time we invested in. We want to strengthen the projects, because the projects we invest in, these are our money makers. You have to understand it. These projects we invest in, they will generate the passive income for us. Let's say, for example, reward tokens or staking. Yeah, all the things we are investing in, we want to strengthen the projects itself. That's also why I said in the beginning, if we are investing in something, don't go into the Telegram chat or something else and start spamming about us. Yeah, don't do it in this way. We want to maintain healthy relationships, so maybe we can work together with them in the future. So keep this in mind. This is very important. For the fund investment itself, we are only looking for long-term investments, and we are always looking for investments which we can somehow use to generate passive income, let's say through staking or through rewards in any token. And these passive income we can generate through the fund. Of course, in the beginning, we will compound a lot of it because we really want to get the fund a head start. Because as many of you know, there are projects out there worth millions and millions of dollars without a working utility. It is always a very good picture for new investors if a small project, like I wouldn't say we are small right now, we are at around 600 700k market cap. This is already pretty big, but for smaller projects to have a utility which you can show to the people. Yeah, we can show the people our fund. We can show the people, hey, we are investing into this project, and we are compounding it. Yeah, we are further investing into the projects, and the yield generated by the investments will be distributed to the holders. I will go in detail into this quite soon. Just a quick thing for the investments itself. We did make 3 investments right now. One was Moonrock, one is Evergrow Coin, and one is EarnHub. The EarnHub one, we did stake the EarnHub because it just gives a very good APY right now. So it would be stupid not to stake it. For all of these 3 investments, we will always start slow on our investments, and we will keep on dollar cost averaging. Yeah, this is a classic finance tool which you can use. So we are spreading our investment over different courses of time. We are trying to buy the dips of the project. Also, for once, we want to strengthen the project, and every little buy can help the project to get a good floor and to get like a turnaround on the chart. But it also helps a lot. If you want to know more about this, yeah, just type in into Google dollar cost averaging, or we can also, like, sometimes in an AMA talk about like this traditional finance thing. Since we are trained bankers, we can also educate like a little bit for your crypto investments, not only in banks but also in other tokens. Could be helpful for you. Um, so as I said, we will dollar cost average, so we will grow our investments over time. Yeah. And of course, as you also know, the bigger the fund grows, the bigger the rewards will get. And the main idea of all of this is we want the fund to grow very fast to a very good level, to a like high level. So you have to imagine if we are generating with the fund, let's say, let it be $10,000 per week, which we are able to distribute. Even if our token, the bank's token, drops towards zero, yeah, which is like not possible, but it is like the very worst case in theory, we would still be able to distribute $10,000 per week to every holder. So it really doesn't matter what our token does. Of course, a big growth will help us to grow the fund exponentially. But in the end, once the fund is going, it doesn't matter what the token itself does. Yeah, of course, it's always nice to stay in the green, but the main idea is it doesn't matter what the crypto market is doing, because we all know the crypto market can be really a real roller coaster rides with the up and downs. But in the end, for us, it doesn't matter. We want to create something to generate passive income additionally to the BUSD rewards. Yeah. So if we can generate a high volume with our token, we will additionally be able to top this BUSD rewards off with the distribution of the fund. And this is what makes us very unique. Yeah, we are not trading anything in here. We are not looking for quick trades, for quick flips. We are looking for long-term relations, for long-term projects, and we'll just jump into the next part, the distribution itself. As you can see, this is no fixed thing yet. Yeah, it's always under construction for the fund itself. We are still very early. This is just how we want to structure it early on. So for 10% of the fund, because it's the most riskiest part. The red color presents it pretty good in this pie chart. With 10% of the fund, we want to partake in ICOs. Why only with 10%? Because we all know ICOs can be very risky. Yeah, you never know with an ICO in which direction it goes. It might be a very good dev team behind it with a very good plan and a good utility. Still, sometimes people are yeeting this project down, or sometimes I also even saw Foot taking a project down. So these are still very risky investments, but they offer, of course, the most potential, the most upward potential for us. Because if we can secure a bigger bag and grow this bag with time going by, we will secure for the fund very good passive rewards. As let's say, for example, if you would have partaken in BankersDream itself, we would have partaken in the, let's say, private sale, then we would have partaken also in the pre-sale itself, and then we would have been reinvesting the US dollars to compound everything, and we would additionally invest on top. We would hold already a very most likely the biggest ownership in the token, in the bank's token, and this would generate crazy rewards for us. And this is the goal for the ICOs. High risk, high reward. That's why it's only 10%. But still, these ICOs can be very useful for the growth of the fund. And also for the ICOs itself, some people already sent us some very good looking ICOs. Unluckily, we haven't been able to secure a whitelist spot. We have been too slow there. The pre-sale was too too fast for us to secure a whitelist spot. We are still looking at this project because it's looking very interesting. If you're having any project which you think is interesting, please feel free to share it with us. We are doing the work. We are vetting the projects. We are trying to contact the owners. There are certain things the projects need to have for us to invest into them, or better to take part in an ICO, because as we said, the risk is very big and we want to make it as safe as possible. But feel free to contact us about any interesting new project. The only thing you should be looking for are projects which generate passive income. We do also want, for the projects we find interesting, we want to give the possibility for the projects to hold an AMA together with us and our community. This is very interesting also for the holders themselves, because as we know, you do not only invest in one token. Yeah, this is not good. You should be diversifying your holdings. Try to invest in different projects, in different teams and different utilities, to spread your investments and to partake in in most of the growth in the crypto market. Also to stay safe. And this is also a chance for you, because we only want to hold AMAs with projects which we think are very interesting, which we think should be safe, and in which we think the dev team is doing good work. They are putting a lot of work in it. So this could also be a chance for you to maybe find your next investment. Yeah, let's say, for example, you generate a BUSD and you did grow your bag to your desired level already with banks, so you can use your BUSD to further invest in other projects which we present to you. So this could be a very interesting chance for you too, because as we said before, we have a financial background. We do know some things about finance. We do know some things about vetting investments. It is our daytime job, so we are pretty good in it. The 20% will be used for staking as for now, because staking gives us sometimes very good APYs. We want to take use of that, especially in the beginning when we are slowly adding to the fund and growing the bag and compounding everything. Staking is a very helpful tool doing so. 30% are used for other reward tokens. This is like, for example, Evergrow coin. For you to know, we did we like the idea of Evergrow coin because it was the first token which did come up with the idea of distributing BUSD rewards, and the team has done an amazing job, I have to say. And they are right now about to roll out their different utilities. So it is a very good time to invest into Evergrow coin, and let's see if they can further keep on delivering, because we think Evergrow coin is one of the coins which will stay a long time with us in the crypto space. And as we all know, the adoption of the crypto space itself is getting bigger and bigger. If you have seen, Walmart is also trying to get into the whole NFT thing. So this is a very, very big player getting interested in the crypto space. And with all these big players joining, the adoption is getting bigger and bigger. And of course, the overall money invested into the crypto space is also getting a lot higher than we see right now. I think we are still very, very early in the overall crypto space. And once these things get a real drive, we will see a lot of things changing for the crypto space also. 40% here of the fund. Here's cash. This is like a financial term in a fund, which means we are keeping this as a reserve, as a liquidity reserve. This might be, for example, in the stable token BUSD. We want to keep this to be ready to act on different market situations. So let's say, for example, one of the tokens we find interesting and we are starting to invest in dips very hard. We want a chance to further invest and grow our bag in the token. Or let's say, for example, we find another way, let's say, for example, yield farming to generate passive income for the holders. We want to have the funds ready to get into these new projects. Of course, 40% right now is a lot. This will change, of course, in the future. Once the fund really gets rolling, we want as much as possible of the money invested, so it can work for us. Yeah, it's really important that the money works for us and it's not just sitting around there doing nothing. This is definitely not what we want to do, but we have a lot of ideas in mind and still checking in on a lot of ideas, on a lot of different ideas, which we could add to the fund. Also, for the people which have been with us very, very early, we are currently checking different ways to maybe include real assets. Like with real assets, we mean shares, for example, dividend shares, and we also mean, for example, real estate. We are checking possibilities if a DAO is able to buy, for example, real estate, then rent it out, and then take the part of the rent which is the winning, and distribute it to the holders to get another stable form of passive income also into the fund. We are checking things. It is a legal mess. It is not easy because every country has different regulations, and you need the DAO to be able to somehow sign all the paperwork. So this is what's really hard with the whole thing. And additionally, of course, we want to keep it as decentralized as possible, because we really think decentralized finance is the future, also for the finance segment. And this is a huge chance for everyone investing into DeFi. So this for the planned distribution. The yield distribution, it's pretty simple. 75% of the yield generated by the fund will be distributed in the future to the holders, granting them an additional source of income. The logic will be, of course, the same as for the BUSD rewards. So the bigger your bag is, the more, of course, of the distribution of the fund you will have for yourself. So it is smart to grow the bag in early stages. I would advise every one of you to dollar cost average their investments in, if you want to invest in us or also in other projects. Try to always dollar cost average. Yeah, try to abuse dips. Try to use dips as entry points. Of course, you have to watch a lot. You have to watch the charts a lot, because in crypto it's moving very fast sometimes. But still, it is most likely the best way to invest long term. Of course, you can be lucky, go all in on a project and it just does 100x, but it's very rare for these things to happen. So always dollar cost average your investment. This is also a way to keep peace to your mind, because what we experience as financial team in the crypto space is psychology is really playing with the people in the crypto space. They are getting very fast, and they are jumping on sell-offs, they are jumping on FOMOs. um, it's psychology really plays a big part in the crypto space. And if you can develop a stronger psychology than most of the people yeeting around in the crypto space, you will most likely be the winner. Of course, sometimes these certain yeets run to a dead project, but most of the time, dollar cost averaging and keeping a clean head are very helpful. Yeah. Um, Try to strengthen your psychology, and I can assure you, I can really assure you, you will be more, your investments will be a lot more rewarding in the crypto space. The second part of the distribution, of the planned distribution, marketing, charity, 25%. Of course, we do need a way to generate money for the marketing itself. With marketing, this is also including compounding in the fund, because sometimes we do not need additional marketing funds. Sometimes it is always better to compound into the fund to furthermore to grow it bigger. For the charity parts, of course, once a project goes well, it is always a good idea to give back. And we do not want to take active money out of the project. So let's say, for example, out of the marketing wallet from the taxes, we do not want to take active money out of the project, but with the fund itself and the charity option in the fund itself, we could maybe create a way to also donate to charity in a very consistent way without taking active money out of the project. Um, the, the charity itself will be done as the same system in the future once everything is ready with the protocols, as for the investments itself. So the people can show us different charities, and we will take them to a poll where our community, where you can decide, hey, we want to donate money to charity X, yeah, because we as a community really like this charity. Um, this is another way, because once you're winning, just remember this: once you're winning and you're gaining something, do not forget the people which aren't as lucky as others are in life. Try to always give something back, and with this we might be able to provide also not only for the holders a consistent way of income, but also for different charities a consistent way of helping. So this is the main intention behind the fund: strengthen the crypto space and strengthen the holder base, strengthen the incentive to hold, and also to give back once things are going well. For the fund itself, two very important things are still missing. This is for once the voting system itself. Have a bit of patience with us there, because it's a bit complicated to develop a voting system in which only holders can vote, because right now, as you might have noticed, we are doing things with Telegram polls, and for the Telegram polls there is the possibility of people of other projects just joining in and taking a vote there, because they think, hey, this is our project, we need to help to grow it. This is what we want to avoid in the future. So only banks holders can vote. It will be the same principle as, for example, for shares. So the more banks you hold, the more voting power you have. Um, and with this, yeah, this is the first protocol which is missing. The second one is, of course, the distribution, because I can sit there, for example, and distribute the yield, calculate the yield for every wallet. Uh, itself and then sending it out by my own. This would be way too much work. Of course, we want to do it with a protocol, with a distribution protocol. For the distribution protocol, we still have some more time because right now the most important part missing for the fund to get it 100% rolling as we want it is the voting system. Will be in a DAPP again, as we have with our dashboard right now. You will be able to most likely connect your wallet, and then you will be able to vote on the different options we are giving you in this poll. So this for the Bankers Whale. I hope you all understand the intentions we have with the Bankers Whale. I hope you understand the incentive we want to give for the people to hold our token. Of course, it is for one, the BUSD rewards itself, and it's also for one, the whale fund itself. It takes some time for a fund to grow. You need to be patient with this. We want to give it a kickstart, so we really, really want to grow it as fast as possible. This is also one reason why we did wave on one of the team vestings, which unlocked from Pink Sale, and we said, hey, we want to give back to this awesome community, and we did pay the team vestings into the fund itself, so it has a certain kickstart. Yeah, so it already generates a BUS dollar, which we can use for different investments or to compound into other projects. But one thing you need to understand, this fund is not there to invest into banks. We want to invest in different other projects and not into our token itself, because this would is just the wrong way. We want to be independent of the trade volume, so we need to look into other projects, not banks itself. This team vesting payment we did as a team was solely for the purpose to get this fund going and to participate in the BUSD rewards as the fund to help it grow. And this is it with BankersDream itself, with what we are doing, with why are we doing things the way we are doing it, and also with the main idea behind it. The whale fund is an insane option for the holders. It opens a lot of possibilities, and so far I haven't seen another project going down this road we are going right now. So this is really unique. We are not developing the 20th launchpad. Of course, we will do add different utilities later on, but this is not our main selling point. Our main selling point is Bankers Whale, is the fund generating passive income, and this is what really makes us unique. So as we could see in the last few days, once we as a community are able to get the word out about BankersDream, as soon as we are able to create exposure for our project, we are gaining a good amount of traction. We are gaining holders. We are getting a lot of people into our project which are interested. And once the word spreads, I can assure you a big chunk of people will most likely hold our token and rather go on a roller coaster ride for passive income than just take a quick profit of, let's say, for example, 10x. Because yeah, it is okay to do so. There are people trading actively. There are people living by trading different cryptocurrencies, and we also need the traders. This is no question. We need the traders as well. But we definitely want to give the holders an incentive, and I think with Bankers Whale and with the BUSD rewards combined, we are giving a really big incentive for the holders to hold. Before I would open the questions for everyone, I would start by just talk about some little marketing things. As you could see, we are trending for 24 hours on the StockTwits watch list. We did want to use this as further exposure for the project itself. It's a very easy way to create some exposure. for the project itself. And don't get us wrong there. Marketing is always only done to create exposure. Yeah, this is the only thing. Um, we want to have organic growth with the marketing we are doing. We want to have people which are getting interested in our token, which are attending the AMAs, which are active in the chat, asking questions, informing themselves, doing their due diligence for themselves about our project, and then we want them to invest in. So our marketing strategy is not to create a big pump and dump. This isn't healthy for a project to only create pump and dumps. Yeah, this won't help anyone. We are doing a strategy of marketing to create constant exposure. We want the people to actively, for example, click on a Poocoin ad, and from the Poocoin ad they will join us and they will learn about the project, and then they will learn why is the utility so big in this project? What does make this is making the project so different from the other projects in the BSC space? And just to make it sure, we are not competing with any project here in the BSC space. We want the whole BSC space to grow stronger. We want crypto itself to grow stronger, to get more publicity. And with this, we want to make the next step in decentralized finance. Yeah, we are not competing with anyone or with any other token setting up a fund system here. We do have our own unique fund, which is only here to generate passive income for you, for the holders. And as I said before, as soon as this fund gets going, it doesn't matter what our token is doing, whatever roller coaster ride we are driving with the token itself. If the fund starts to generate income, which we are distributing, it doesn't matter on what market cap we are, it isn't affecting us at all. And this is what we want to reach with the fund. Give the holders a very big incentive to hold and to make them also the holders independent from certain market situations. So if everything in the crypto market is in a deep red state, we still want to be able to create consistently the income for the holders. There's a big goal. We can only achieve the goal with you, with the community, and this is again why I have to say thank you for the recent days. The whole growth we had so far in holders, in market cap and everything, was from the community itself, with all the effort everyone was putting in. And as I said before, don't stick your head down if you're shilling and we aren't having like the next big buy pressure coming in. Yeah, we can't always have big buy pressure. We had a very, very big jump right now in the recent days. Now some people have been taking their profits. Now we are finding our floor, and we are now getting ready for the next bigger pump upwards. Um, yes, and now I got carried away a little bit. Sorry for this. For marketing itself, as I said before, stock tweets on the watch list. We are trending on the watch list for the next 24 hours, roughly 24 hours. We will, oh, we are having a press release at around 600 different papers, including Yahoo and Bloomberg and everything. And as we said before, the goal is not to create an instant FOMO with our marketing. The goal is to get a lot of exposure, to get the most exposure possible, and with the exposure, go on a organic growth. Yeah, because organic growth is always the healthiest way to grow, and with organic growth, we will be able to maintain good floors, good floor levels, step by step. We will able to reach all-time high after all-time high. Of course, we cannot always only go upwards. Yeah, this is not realistic. This will be a roller coaster ride, but with this community, with the level of strength it already has as a community for a token worth 600 or roughly 600k market cap. This is very, very big. As I said before, reminds me of some early days in a very meme token I've been invested in, which was only community driven, solely community driven, and the community did really take it to another level. Yes, press release incoming, around 600 papers. As I said before, we cannot give an exact date because the agency itself cannot give us an exact date. The articles itself are written by professional writers. We are not writing the articles. We are just giving some main points we want to point out in the article. Then they will get written, and then they will get released in different sources. As I said before, around 600 papers, including Yahoo, including Bloomberg. And this is a very, very good way to create a lot of exposure for our marketing strategy. Um, yes, this for the most recent future plans. Um, do your part in the shills if you have the time to do so. Even if it's just a retweet of one of the Twitter in our main Twitter account, it helps a lot. Every tweet, every comment is worth money in this space. It is free marketing, and the community can really help us, as it showed before. So for now, are there any direct questions for us? Anything I have to answer? If AJ, if you could just take a look with me because there are some people in this AMA.
Sure, we'll have a look.
Just take a look. Otherwise, I have some questions which did reach me through DMs.
Okay, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, hello, man.
This is Holder Tire.
Yes, how are you, man?
Hey, okay. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing very well.
Um, Good, good, good. So yeah, I got a couple minutes. So I wanted to ask. So this was brought up yesterday, but there have been some kind of questions raised about a few of the larger wallets.
Yes.
And so I was hoping you could maybe address that to just let the community know that you know them, what the relationship is, and how their involvement with the project is, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, of course, that makes sense. So, point one, because maybe some people think that the team is holding like very, very big chunks of the token. I can assure you this is not what it is. We are currently, like, I think the biggest we are holding is around 5 trillion or 6 trillion, right around this. Of course, we did invest a little bit itself, but the team vesting itself is not that super big. For the wallets itself, there are, of course, in a very early token which was launched at a very low market cap, there are some wallets which did gather a bigger amount of the tokens. Um, I have to tell you, if this wallet, this really, really big wallets, wanted to sell, they would have done it already. If you take a look at the transactions of the wallet, they have just been compounding their BUSD rewards into the wallets, and they have been reinvesting at the dips. They have been strengthening our project a lot. So they are very, very keen to keep this project alive, to keep this project going onto the next level. Because we have not always been like this. Yeah, there have been weeks in which we have been totally consolidating. Yeah, we have been having a volume of 2000 daily. 2000 daily is literally nothing. We did fight our way out of it, but if some of the very, very big wallets wanted to sell and didn't believe in the idea we have been bringing, I think they would have sold already because they have been sitting on a very, very good profit or are sitting on a very good profit. I think once the people understand or truly understand the idea of our token of BankersDream itself, um, some people are getting very dedicated to it, and you don't underestimate. We have been launching with a very, very low cap. We have had a pre-sale of a 75 BNB hard cap. This was roughly, let's say, around 80k-ish of a market cap as a start. This was a very, very low cap pre-sale. If someone invested like $2,000 at around this market caps at 100k, 150k, he of course got a lot of tokens. Um, I don't think it is wrong because you also have to think the risk they are taking on themselves. This big investments do come with a bigger risk, and I think they are very safe. Of course, we know some of them. Um, we know some of them through our journey. They have been with us when this Telegram group was 10 members big. They have been with us throughout the whole journey, and I think this big wallets, they are showing a lot of dedication into our token itself. And if they ever wanted to sell something, I think they would have sold already, at least to take some profit out. Especially with the recent pump we had so far, we can see this is not a wallet which is actively traded. Yeah, this is no trader. He is not looking to manipulate the price. He's just holding. He's holding, and um, as you know, you can use our DAPP. You can use our DAPP because every wallet, we don't know which holder has which wallet as a community, but you can take the wallet itself, put it into our DApp, and then just take a look at the BUSD rewards he has generated so far. Some crazy numbers for the total payout we had so far, but I think once people are getting this very big amounts of BUSD per payout, it just shows them the opportunity, yeah, because most likely these are normal people just like me and you, and this might be a possibility for them to be free, to not have to work anymore in the future. Yeah, I don't think the big wallets are concerning at all. I can assure you, we do know most of them throughout our journey. We are not concerned at all. We haven't been concerned at any point because if they wanted to sell, they would have most likely already sold at least a part of it at the recent all-time high. Because um, do remember we had a private sale, which was giving better rates than the pre-sale itself, and the pre-sale itself has been a very, very low cap pre-sale. So these private sellers are right now, if they are still in here, yeah, most of them are, but the private sellers are sitting on a let's say roughly 8, 9, 10x, something like this. And if they wanted to sell, if they have been looking to get a profit out, I really think they would have done already. Of course, we cannot control it, but we as a team, we are fully trusting the bigger wallets, and we do not think they are concerning at all. Hope I could answer it. So, AJ, you're on the lookout with me for any questions?
Of course. For the moment, I can't see anyone.
All
Just
right.
raise your hand if you want to ask some question,
Also, if you do
so we
not
can
want to talk,
unmute you.
because this is getting recorded, if you do not want to talk, you can just drop the question in the chat. We, AJ can read it out and we can answer it.
I've seen someone raising its hand. Could you do it again, please? Oh, you were just trying, I guess.
All right.
Trying it out.
Uh,
Feel free to DM us at any time if you get some questions after the AMA or throughout the day. Just DM one of the members. Drop your question in all chat. We're happy to answer anything.
yes, yes. For the people being new in here, ask the people which have been on this journey some time with us already. We are very, very transparent. There was a moment in the Golden Week. So we had a Golden Week running from the 2nd of January until I think it was the 9th of January, um, in which we did drop the buy and sell tax to give an incentive to buy our token. We had a little contract issue there with a zero put into a tax, which led to the contract not allowing anyone to sell. When this issue appeared, I was currently at work at this moment. I was having an appointment with a client, and I did drop everything. I did leave my client there, sitting there alone because we needed to fix this issue ASAP. So I think Hold, you have been there when this happened. You can ask him we have been reacting very, very fast and trying to get the issues fixed very fast. So just ask us anything. Yeah, anything. There is nothing we consider as food. Of course, if you're just coming in and you're saying, "Hey, this is a shit token," yeah, of course, this is considered somehow food. But if you have just a question, always feel free to ask.
Hey,
My
can you
crypto
guys?
wanted to ask. Yes. Hi.
Yes, hello,
Hey
man.
guys. I don't know what's. I tried to raise my hand and then it disappeared. But I was the one who was working on the white paper PDF that I sent over. I just wanted to
Yes.
see if you guys had access to some of the website assets, like the images, the fonts, et cetera, that we could get access to.
Well, me and Simply built the website, so we have access to everything. Just hit me up with a DM.
All right, that was AJ that was speaking right there.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
this is
yes.
AJ.
Sorry.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I think you
Thanks very much.
I think you wanted access to like the pictures and files and everything. We could just
Yeah.
create a GitHub for everyone who needs access to it, to join and to put in some community work. I just
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Sorry, not to jump in here, but I was asking
Yes.
Dale about that. Who's a fucking legend, by the way. But basically, like having access to all of the, I guess, the brand assets. So when we're out there shilling, particularly on like Twitter, just to have visual aids to go along with some of our shills. I've seen some other communities do that where they basically just have a Telegram that is all the files that we can use. I think it's just stickers, to be honest with you, but just all the files that we can use so that when we are shilling, we can add some branding component to the shills themselves.
Yes, definitely. Shouldn't be a problem. Hit AJ with a DM. You can talk it through with him, but all the files, all the graphics, everything is here for the community to use. So yeah, no problem at all with it.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, man. I see a question of Carrie. Have we spoken about other language Telegram groups? Yeah, partly in the chat. So once again, different language Telegram groups. Of course, it is always good, like I will especially point out, for example, Chinese channels, to have different language channels running. We want to build different language channels. So if someone in here, we are currently searching people speaking different languages and wanting to be part of this project, and like, for example, maybe managing and doing the mod work in different language channels. If there is someone out there speaking another language, which who says, "Hey, I'm interested. I want to take part in the project and manage at other language group, please feel free." You can also DM AJ for this because I'm I'm getting really flooded with DMs recently, and you can talk to him for this part. All right. AJ,
So guys, how are you doing?
yes, hello, man.
Good, man. It's Moneybin here.
Yes.
So I just want
Moneybin, hey.
the new Schiller, the Schiller FUD killer. You know how that goes.
Yes, yes, we saw you. We saw you doing a lot of work today.
Yeah, you know that's why I say thanks to Dale. I'm part of the community. You know, he's obviously on another project, killing his ass off with me as well, trying to get people interested in this new token. So thanks, guys, for letting me be a part of it.
Yes.
As you can hear the accent, I'm from South Africa, so I'm here up at 11 p.m. and I'm pushing in the African space as strongly as possible. You know, I want people to get obviously financial freedom as a result of investing into crypto. So yeah, you know, guys, I think this project, you know, looking at it, you know, obviously I'm new in the crypto space. It's about a year. I have seen a lot of things go, you know, up and down and haywire, and I also invest in some ICOs and stuff. From what I've seen, Chick Dale's up in there. They'll really shine real up. They'll get your ass inside this conversation. Unmute yourself, buddy. Unmute yourself. Don't be like that. Come. There we go. This is for you. This is for you. There, be strong.
Everybody loves Dale. Everybody loves
There we
Dale.
go. That's it. There we go. There we go. My mic's broken. Anyway, so guys, yeah, I want to say thanks for being part of the community. I'm going to be pushing on Reddit. I have been pushing. I'm going to be pushing on Twitter, which I've been doing as well. Really want to see this token succeed. I want to see you guys, make a success, because I've been in a few ICOs recently, and the tokens I've seen the ICOs been taken down by FUD, and really strong projects where people are just noob investors that are really, just crazy. They come in and they actually shit on their own coin or their own investment in the beginning, and the stuff takes a 90% downturn. And I'm looking at this crap, and I wish I had seen this project prior to investing in. I'm not going to name them because obviously there's money invested in there, but I wish I had seen this earlier. Then I would have dumped that extra money into this project and and watch this thing grow. So, but yeah, that's just what I want to say. I want to say thanks for having me and thanks for letting me be a part of it. And if you think I'm shilling now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, I did already think you have been putting a lot of work into shilling recently. Yeah, no, appreciate it very, man. This is
You can see me there. Sorry to interrupt. You can see me there with that one I've just put up there. That's me and Dale. I was clapping. You can see that. It's me twerking for Dale.
Yes, Dale did for real. He did put a lot of movement into this community. So yes, I think he's a bit. He told me he's a bit anxious to speak
It's
publicly.
cool.
It's
Good.
cool. We will just
We'll
give him
find
props.
you.
Yes, we will give him props anyway. No, we
I'd say
appreciate it.
Dale's
We appreciate it. You
a
can.
legend. I'm glad, guys. I'm glad. I'm one of those guys. Like I'm an extroverted introvert. When I get into the space, and I just go for it. And I want to see this thing. I've actually invited during this AMA. I've invited quite a few people. On my own, even my own, Telegram community. I just invited people into it because I think this thing is actually smart. I like the idea that you guys are bankers because you know what to do with financials. A lot of the noobs that are in there, take their coin, they'll stick it in, they'll get scared, want the thing to do a bloody 10x from the beginning, and it doesn't work like that. There's just unfortunately been so much crap going on in the space, in the crypto space recently, where people they don't see a 10x in 15 minutes, they want to go crazy, and they flood the investment down the toilet, which is just stupid. You got to be patient. This crypto space is new. Like you said, the adoption's changing. People are starting to wake up to the fact that DeFi is the way it's going. But you have to be patient. You can't expect a 10x, 20x. And what they do is people will jump around, try and find a 10x quickly, dump the coin, jump into the next ICO, do another 10x, and then the next one they lose all their money. What's the point? You just wasted a week of your time. Or rather going to something that's got passive income. I like that idea. I was in also another token which had passive income, promised passive income, didn't pan out, etc. But you guys, I can see you guys are you're committed, and really the smart option is to do that. Get into the passive income space. I just want to tell people that are in this AMA as well, be smart. Passive income is where the money is in. If you can get your annuity built up over time, over 12 months, and you can get money every time there's money built into the main rewards area, and you can get paid for it. Why not? And then don't be scared. Get out there and show, because this is your money. This is it's like owning a business and then buying shares or into a business and going, okay, I'm going to sit back and the money's going to come walking to me. It never works like that. Ever. Never. You got to work. You got to do some work for your money.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Appreciate to have you on this roller coaster ride. Would have loved to have you already earlier, as you said before.
Yeah, me too.
But
Me
hey,
too.
we're still very early. Still very early. No, it's very true. Of course, it's not wrong to gamble a bit with ICOs. Nothing wrong about this. We also do it. Yeah, everyone loves to do it in the crypto space. But if you're looking for serious investments, don't expect to have a 100, 1000x in like 20, 30, 40 days. Yeah, projects need some time, like grounded and very base projects, they need some time to grow. Of course, sometimes hype is helping a lot of projects to grow very big, very fast. But as I said before, there are some projects out there in the multi-millions not having a single utility. Is it right? I don't know. Maybe people have been pre-investing into the utility itself. But as I said before, if I would be looking into an serious investment to hold long term and not to gamble around with, I would always prefer an investment which is trying to build a utility up pretty fast. Yeah. But yes, no, definitely, I'm 100% with you, man. If you have the time to work for your own bag, sometimes do it. And even if you feel down sometimes, because in the crypto space it happens, the chart goes down. Don't foot your own investment. Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. Try to keep the people motivated. Try to keep everyone positive. This is what is a huge part in the crypto space. Community itself staying positive, and community also hyping itself a bit up. Always a good sign also for investors watching, yeah, because I can assure you there are a lot of people just watching because we are still very young. Yeah, it's still considered a very risky investment for most of the people. There are people watching us, and they are watching in many different ways. They are watching the floors we are taking. They are watching maybe our Telegram. They are watching our Twitter activity and everything. And we need to keep it clean and positive and always welcoming for new investors. And this is what in the parts in which the community can really help a project grow. I would go as far as to say 60 to 70% is almost community driven in a project. Of course, the team needs to deliver. The team needs to be a good, a transparent team, active team. This is the basics. But the main part is the community. And as we saw right now,
Absolutely.
the last days, with the community going crazy, the coin goes crazy. Yeah, it's just happy to have everyone here, for sure.
That's why I shill like crazy, because the point is community drives the entire project. If people in the community are killing each other, in FUD, it doesn't make sense. If people are pumping each other up, making a concerted effort, get involved. Get involved in the actual I'm the type of person. If I invest in something, I want to be hands on. I want to be part of that, so that I can watch my money grow. I can watch the base grow of the client base, as well as the amount of buyers grow, etc. Because essentially, then we get money out of obviously the rewards, etc. So be smart. Don't just sit there. There's some people that will sit on the sidelines, watch it, get upset, get distressed, and then they sell, and they sell at a loss, which is just also crazy. The only time you really lose, you sell at a loss. If you're smart, you work with the people, you watch your coins, you watch your tokens, you show. I mean, if anybody in this 2,700 people that are in this community, share. Get the stuff and share it on Twitter. Go in and all the Reddits, and click on the links and sort out. Get involved. Make sure that you share, because literally it's like a honeycomb. I think of a honeycomb approach. When one bee will go and they'll do some work and it'll affect 20 bees around them. Another bee will go in each direction, one or two or three, and affect 20 bees around in that area. If we take that mentality as a honeycomb, we can grow this thing into a really strong project in a really short space of time. We can push all-time highs. We can be trending on all the different, sites. I mean, there's Watcher Guru, there's, CoinLooter, all those specific ones. Let's get on there. Even though people think, listen, what's the point? It's only a small, type of site. You must never think that in a business, because every part helps. Every section does this little section, multi-section of marketing, etc., will actually help grow coin, help grow the community, help get the word out there, help get the strength and obviously the value in the coin up. that's what we want. We want the value of the coin up, because when the value of the coin goes up, so does the strength in the community, so does the belief in the project, so does the rewards. It's all got to do with that at the end of the day. That's just my take on this as well.
Definitely, 100% with you, 100%. But as I said, I could see the crazy work you've been doing.
Yeah, that's what I say. You ain't seen nothing yet. I've got, I see 2,770 members. My brain tells me this needs to be a 5x and then a 10x on the members. Then, obviously that'll reflect in the purchases and the coins, etc. And, I mean, there's another gift for you there.
We are looking forward, definitely. All right, but now
there's Oni for you, buddy. There's Oni for you. Check it out.
all right, no, I appreciate it. AJ,
100%.
is there next question?
I guess Gloom wanted to take his chance if he's still here. Mr. Gloom, are you here?
I don't know, I can't see him.
I can't see him either. Harry wants to speak next, and Mike Love.
All right, so who's first?
Mike Love was first. If he's still interested in talking, I guess you're unmuted. Just give it a try. He vanished.
He went.
Guys, I think I was dominating the chat a little bit there, so I'm going to mute myself now.
So Meatloaf and Mike Love, be free to join again. So Harry, it's your turn.
Hey, what's up, guys? You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you, Harry?
Loud and clear. Thanks.
Guys, I just want to congratulate you on the success we've had. Obviously, this is just the beginning.
Definitely. With all the work you've been also putting in, this can only be the beginning, man.
Dude, this is just the beginning. I'm so super pumped. It does lead me to my questions about, you guys couldn't have said it any better. Really, it's a two-pronged question, but I'll start off with the idea of, it's 60 to 70% driven by the community.
Yes.
Getting our exposure, gaining our traction and whatnot. And, on certain days it's slower, certain days it's just blowing up, which is amazing to see. But, with that remaining 30 to 40%, that's driven by, our marketing or the marketing wallet to get our name out there. I'm just wondering, for those days, obviously at this moment in time, the marketing wallet, I would assume, haven't checked, but I would assume it's smaller at this point. So there's not, so much we can do. Obviously, you guys had mentioned that we're going to go ahead and move forward with, Yahoo, Bloomberg, those releases and whatnot, which is awesome. But I'm just wondering, is the marketing wallet something that could be changed? I'm sure you've given it a lot of thought as to what percentage should be attributed to the marketing. But is the 4%, could it be changed to, let's say, 5% or 6% if we see that our marketing efforts are really bullish?
It's a pretty tough question. Of course, if 4% is already a pretty high tax for the marketing wallet. Of course, we know other projects having in the beginning 7-8%. The main problem we are facing is we already have, if someone buys in, he has 15% overall tax, and if he sells again, he has 30% total tax. We didn't want to go over the 30% in total, because it's already a pretty high tax, if you can follow me, and we have 2.5% dedicated to marketing. Of course, it isn't blowing up right away, our marketing wallet, especially since we keep on investing into the constant exposure. We think it's a good strategy. It worked so far. Now we have the community backing us up insanely. So we might talk about it in the team, about changing it. We might also take a poll about it, most likely openly for the community, if they think it could be the right move to up the tax of the marketing wallet a little bit, to help us grow faster, even faster. We take it into consideration for sure, but we will most likely take it back to the community itself.
Right. I mean, it makes sense. Like on one hand, 4% is a lot, but at the same time, it's like you said, gaining that exposure quickly, so we can gain a lot more people or users into our actual group, and then have that, natural organic growth from that, push us forward. That might be something to consider for the short term, and then long term, lower the taxes when we feel it's necessary.
Definitely, definitely. I totally understand the incentive. As we said before, we'll talk to the team after the AMA, and most likely we will leave it to the community to decide. Just picking the option which is getting picked more.
Gotcha. Okay, and then I guess I have my last thing that I had on my mind. It's not really so much of an important question to place out there, but more so it's regarding just the rewards that people get for just, I guess, the shilling or the 24-hour reward raffle that we have going on.
Yes.
I think it's awesome. I think it's a motivator, but at the same time, I was thinking, when it's randomly picked, the raffle, it's great, but people who, they're those like Dale that are pushing the community. Obviously, these people want the best for the project, and I think we all do. But when it comes down to the raffle, I think it's definitely a motivator as well in itself. Like we said, 60 to 70% comes from our community, just the exposure and pushing the project. For the motivation to, let's just say we had a poll where everyone in the community voted on who should potentially be in first place, second place, third place. And obviously you can't vote for yourself, but seeing it as, something that would motivate others in the community to, instead of just sitting around and see where the project leads, they might have that motivation or that extra push to go for that, first place, second place, or third place in the raffle because of the reward itself.
Okay, yeah, definitely. This was the main incentive. We have to say props to Robert. He did, also AJ, sorry. They did put their own money on top in that raffle. I think around 300 billion, 200 billion, roughly 200 billion it was on top per place to win. So big props to them. It's a very, very big win right now. You are able to win. And yes, definitely. We want to keep the raffles on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you guys plan on having the raffles for. I don't know if this is like a continuous or frequent thing that you guys plan on doing. But in my mind, like maybe if you do continue to do it, obviously you don't want to take, funds from active users or people who are invested in the project to promote that. But potentially part of the marketing wallet could go towards that as well, since inherently it's also considered marketing.
Definitely. It is considered marketing. Um, Let us think of a way as a team. Um, I think we could have it as a ongoing feature. We will think of something
Have my
because
vote. You have my vote for that.
we could do something like employee of the month and get a prize for that, something like this. We will talk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it doesn't have to be such large rewards. It could be something on the daily or every other day or weekly where, it's sufficient enough that people have something to look forward to, to motivate them, like I said, to just push the project. And, let's just say there's a 10% increase or bump or 20% increase or bump in just the overall shilling that we have from the community, especially as it grows. I mean, that could be tremendous.
definitely. Yeah, we want to also give incentives for the shilling because as we all see right now, the shilling takes a big part in the token growth. Um, Now let us think of a way as a continuous giveaway occurring like every week or so, every few days, so people have something to look forward. We will think of something.
I like that idea, guys. I just want to chime in there quickly. Harry, great suggestion. Well, yeah, I think it's good because there's nothing good. There's nothing stopping competition. Competition's awesome. It's like friendly competition where you're inviting other people to shill against each other. And obviously each week then someone could take a trophy. You can say like first place trophy, second place, third place, and then obviously have some allocation for that. It really pumps the community up. It really will help the coin spread faster. I'm just thinking in my own head. This could be a really big thing where you could actually push some friendly competition between everybody.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. No, let us think of a way of doing so, and we will let you know. We will everyone know, and then you can tell us if you like the idea. All right.
I think it rocks, guys. And once again, thanks for being part of the community. I'll be shilling until early hours of the morning, so you got my vote.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We will think of a way because, as we said before, we are trying to give back to the community always. Let us think of a way to get an ongoing like contest, shilling contest.
Perfect.
Okay. Do we have another question? Another hand raised maybe?
I'll take a look, but I guess not. This
So one of
AMA
the things,
is taking so long in a positive way. I'm so happy.
guys, I want to just say also one more thing. I think also regular AMAs, if we can get down and have this chat, I don't think just from a perspective of everyone getting involved and talking to each other, getting to know the people that are invested, your co-investors in this project. That's also a very good thing from a community strength point of view. More frequent the AMAs, I know everyone's got day jobs, everyone's got their own lives, etc. But if we can push this, it's a regular weekly thing. Every 3-4 days, whatever, obviously depending on everyone's schedule. That's also a way to actually grow the thing because confidence is key in any token. Besides the charts, besides the buyers, if the devs are around answering questions, the moderators, the shillers, the community members, etc., see that there's ongoing movement with that. You're not scared to get in there and actually have this chat more often. I'm telling you, it boosts the coin. I've seen it many times. I've been quite active with that as well. It boosts the coin like crazy. You have that going.
Definitely. That's why we did reschedule. AJ and me did reschedule everything. We want to have daily AMAs from now on. It should be no problem to schedule it in. I can already tell the next AMA, we will announce it right after this AMA. It should be tomorrow at about 12 or 12:30 UTC. Because we also want to cover different time zones, yeah, because some people can't attend the AMAs at this time right now because they are just simply asleep or doing something else, working, I don't know. Now we want to have daily AMAs covering a lot of time zones.
Let's look at that. I'm doing a dance there for that. So that's exciting. Look at that.
Yeah, perfect. No, definitely. AMAs build a lot of trust. And I have to say, this AMA, it is filled with people for the cap of market cap we are having right now. It's really great to see a lot of people attending the AMAs. And yeah, great, great. Keep this up, community. We love it. All right.
100%.
So no more hand, I think.
Guys, if you have
I
anything,
don't see anything.
guys, if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. I'm chipping in there. You need to ask. This is the time. This is your money. So the guys are here to answer questions. Let's go. Don't be shy. Put your hand up.
Definitive. This is the time to ask. Yeah, but don't. If
My
there's
mate's
any.
never stopping shilling.
No,
I
it's
love
never
it.
stopping. No,
So
if you have.
shill to the hill, baby.
All right. If you have any questions striking you later on, always feel free to drop it in the all chat. If you have anyone who missed the AMA, we are recording the AMAs. We are uploading them to the YouTube channel, which we have solely for the AMAs. So you can rewatch if you have missed them. Otherwise, always feel free to ask any questions. Also, if you are looking into investment into another coin, into an ICO or something else, if we have the time to check it for you, feel free to send it to us. It's like a little community service we want to have going on. You have the financial background, you have the knowledge, and yeah, definitely. Of course, we are not 100% right every time. Of course, sometimes project we do think are great tend to be rug pulls afterwards. We are never 100% safe of it, but there are certain things you can look at. All right. Then, otherwise, we will announce the next AMA. As I said before, it will be most likely tomorrow at around 12:30 UTC for the other time zones to attend, to give them also a chance for an AMA for the questions. And otherwise, I would say a big props to the community. Big thank you for the new people, for the names I haven't been seeing yet in these AMAs, in this community. You can be assured this team is very dedicated. This community, as you can see, is very dedicated, and we really want to take this to the next level. And remember, we are not even CMC or CG listed yet, so you are very, very early in here. All right. Otherwise, I would say thank you for joining in. We will announce the winners of the recent shilling contest right after. And yeah, stay updated, everyone. If there's anything, let us know.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Thanks, AJ, Harry, Hal, all the guys. And remember that name, money bin. It's not going anywhere. There's a bin where you throw your money in there and it just multiplies from the shilling.
You're very motivated, man. No.
Very. You have no idea.
All right, people.
Crazy motivated.
Yeah, appreciate it. We will then end this AMA. Thank you for attending. Big numbers in here today. And yeah, let's keep on rocking this. Bye bye, people.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers, guys.